Good morning, good afternoon. Today's December 4th, Monday, 2017, and we're doing the morning business headline commentary. All right, looking at the website right now. Looking at the Wall Street Journal, actually. So the GOP tax rework is progressing. That's good. Seems like the argument over the corporate tax rate of 20% or maybe a little bit higher to 22%. So that may be it. There's pushing the stock prices higher over 200 points. That's not bad. These $1.99 store is popping up everywhere, such as Dollar General and Dollar Tree. These are very good stores where they bulk buy a lot of these merchandise and able to have pricing power to lower it to $1 an item. That's very good corporate strategy. There's Dollar General, Family Dollar, and Dollar Tree. Okay, the first US Bitcoin future to start trading next week. That's not bad. Here's my perspective on this thing. Futures is opportunistic in trading when, okay, the first US Bitcoin future to start trading next week. Here's my perspective on this thing. Futures are opportunistic in traditional markets where they're closed, such as the trading the futures of the Dow Jones when the Dow Jones are shut down for the day and not open for trading. So that's when the future comes in to help predict the pricing of the future. That's why they call it the futures. But as you know, Bitcoin's a little bit different. You can trade it like a stock, but it's more than a stock. You can generate it using hardware, graphics card, and ASICs. And basically, its control mechanism is by mathematics, not by arbitrary controlling body, like the government or regulator or something like that. And the main point is like Bitcoin is traded 24 hours a day. With all the different exchanges and so forth like that in the US and in other parts of the world. So there's no really like functionality when you can trade the actual item in 24 hours. And the futures may not have any direct control or influence on the pricing of Bitcoin, current and future, because it's being traded actually 24 hours a day. So we'll see a little bit on that. They start trading futures next week. So we'll see. Apple's trying to provide medical grade sensors into their products. That's okay, but there will be a luxury pricing, which is like counterintuitive to medical devices. That's that. So we still see Qualcomm dueling with Broadcom, and I don't see it's gonna go through. Because Qualcomm is very good in, in its own business with the patents and so forth. And why would it want to sell itself? So that's that. So you see, regulators in the U.S. are enforcing the ICO prosecution. Um, so initial coin offering of cryptocurrencies. You'll probably see more of that eventually, because there's so many ICOs going on. So we do see like Supreme Court trying to hear the sports betting ban. This is very good in the development of legitimate betting in the U.S. over sporting events. There'll be so much business going on in betting, and they'll be legitimate and be generating more revenue taxes for stuff like that. So we'll see. There's a great opportunity because you can bet on the internet as well. All right. Let's see the markets and the futures. Crude oil is at 57.72, hanging around this area as the fight between the false narrative and the truthfulness of what's actually going on is still battling out in the marketing of the pricing. Marketing meaning the marketing of headlines, the false narrative I mentioned before. The geopolitical dilemma in Saudi Arabia doesn't really affect the oil output, and the OPECs that agrees on every kind of quota but cheats on everything. So you still continue to see the marketing of headlines. All right. So we see gold at dropping $5. U.S. Treasury rising a little bit. They always said that they'll try to raise the interest rates next year several times. So the 10-year Treasury naturally will go up. FX, FX here now movements. Nikkei dropping 100 points, and Hang Seng is hanging around below 30,000. It may even fall even further, as I can imagine, because they rise too quickly already. The European markets are doing well. Alright, so it shows the Dow Jones up 200 points. Alright. So you say Bitcoin's the valuation for Bitcoin's market is bigger than Buffett, Bowen, and New Zealand. That's not bad. Xiaomi would be seeking the evaluation of 50 billion in his IPO. Xiaomi, this when I visited Asia, I wasn't convinced in buying a Xiaomi phone. Because there are so many new competitors offering good enough phones. I wasn't even, it was drowned out. Xiaomi was drowned out among the many people offering these phones. So that's that. So you may see like a disappointment in this IPO for Xiaomi. Okay, the takeover of CVS-aethna, where they're combining drug distribution with health insurance. We see how it evolves. That may be a vertical integration of the healthcare provider, because it's not directly competitors in drug distribution or a healthcare provider, but a vertical integration. Alright, so today's Monday, December 4th, 2017, and we're doing the morning business headline commentary. Something to note, I have Indian followers and Chinese business followers. India's Modi went for a big cut at Amazon after I featured Amazon last year when it was 500 and 600 bucks a share. And I have listed that video below. And now, like, Amazon's all-time high, over 1,100 bucks a share. Something also of note, the company called Funimation that owns Dragon Ball became a takeover target after I featured Goku and Gohan in my cooking demo video. Some of them listed below as well. I have a rapid response to my sometimes actionable commentary by Ford Motor Company on that Wednesday when I mentioned that future car company needs to survive by having like a lineup of EVs and hybrids. And within hours, the Ford Motor Companies responded by saying that they will dedicate future resources into big cars and bigger trucks that have versions in EVs and hybrids. Alright, that's that. And as I mentioned, I have Indian followers and Chinese business followers. Sometimes my actionable commentaries are very useful. So if you like, please do subscribe and make sure that you get the latest postings. So to keep up with my opinions, commentary, and sometimes actionable comments. All right, happy trading.